All right, may we have our next team of challengers, please?
What is your name, please?
My name is Carol Morris.
What is your name, please?
My name is Carol Morris.
What is your name, please?
My name is Carol Morris.
All right, panel. There's another copy of an affidavit in front of you again. All right, Hi, stop staring now. Come on and follow along in the affidavit. Okay. Follow along as I read this affidavit, please. I, Carol Morris, was raised the daughter of a minister in Ottumwa, Iowa. As a girl, I studied the violin, and for 2 years I played viola with the Des Moines Symphony Orchestra. My hobby is swimming, and in 1954 I broke the Junior Olympic backstroke record. Last year, in competition with 83 girls from 35 countries, I won the title Miss Universe of 1957. I swear that the above statement is the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth. Signed, Carol Morris. Now, we'll learn the truth about these three lovely challengers in just a few minutes. Let's get on with our game. These three lovely ladies all claim to be Carol Morris, the current Miss Universe. Now, again, remember that only the real Carol Morris is sworn to answer your questions truthfully. We'll start this round with Ralph Bellamy. Ralph, please.
Well, I don't know very much about swimming or beauty contests, but I do know a little bit about Des Moines. I had a stock company there years ago at the old Princess Theater, so I'm going to try a few questions on Des Moines. Number 3, on what streets is the Savory Hotel in Des Moines?
Savory Hotel's on the Main Street.
I didn't hear you.
The Main Street.
What's the name of it?
Main Street.
Number 2, what streets is the Savory Hotel on?
I think it's on Prince Street.
Number 1.
I don't know.
You just don't know. Number 3, what university is in Des Moines?
Drake.
And what...
Sorry, Ralph. Kitty?
Number 3, what are you doing now?
I'm working for the Catalina Bathing Suit Company. I'm modeling their suits throughout the United States.
Number 2, it says in your affidavit that you played the viola with the symphony. Can you name a viola solo by Johann Sebastian Bach?
I'm not too familiar with Bach. I can name some others for you.
Well, give me one, anyone.
Well, there was Beethoven's Fifth. He did that.
Number 1, is there any regulations as to what kind of thing you wear when you are Miss Universe in this kind of competition? The length of the bathing suit, or is there anything that you have to know what you wear? Or can you wear anything that comes into your head?
Oh, we wear uniform suits supplied by Catalina Swimsuits.
And they're all the same length?
Yes.
Hi, Gardner. Stop being dreamy and ask
Number
the
one,
question.
number 1, Kitty Carlisle just said, is there anything you had to know? Is there anybody you have to know?
No.
Number 2, what is the name of the most famous newspaper in Des Moines, Iowa?
The Des Moines Daily News.
What'd you say, dear?
Des Moines Daily News.
Number 3, in what city did you win the title, Miss Universe?
Long Beach, California.
I believe you won a motion picture contract. Is that true?
That's right.
With what studio?
With Universal International.
And what is the boss of that studio?
Sir, I don't know that.
Mary Healy.
Number 2, do you know who the boss is of that studio?
At Universal? No, I don't.
Do you, number 1?
I believe it's Robert Palmer.
Number 2, I would like to ask you if you have to have any specific qualifications to win Miss Universe. I mean, do you have to have singing talent or...
No, that's not important.
Well, what is important?
They want to see how your poise, your beauty, your figure, and your general personality.
There we go again, panel. Once more, it's time to vote. Again, no consultation. And would you please mark your ballot? And in doing so, you will select, of course, number 1, number 2, or number 3. Okay, panel, all marked?
Yep.
Mary, all set? For whom did you vote?
I vote for number 2.
What was your reason, Mary?
Well, because she had a pretty good answer for Kitty Carlisle, and also There was another reason which I've forgotten.
Ralph, while she's thinking, for whom did you vote?
Number 3.
And your reason, Ralph?
Well, she seemed to have a little bit more accurate information about Des Moines, although not too accurate. I don't think she got around there too much.
Kitty, for whom was your vote?
Number 3. She just looked like Miss Universe to me.
And how about you, Hi?
Well, I voted for number 2. No particular reason. I'll even settle for the losers.
All right, there we go now. We've got our minds made up, our votes and our reasons given. You can be discussing it at home and figure out whether you're going to beat the panel or not do as well. Let's see how we did, shall we? Because right now, we're going to find out which one of these 3 lovely ladies is the real, current Miss Universe. So now, will the real Carol Morris please stand up? Thank you very much, Miss Morris. I may say Miss Morris is a pretty tired gal. She's been moving around so much she's had no sleep since Sunday. And it's a good thing she's keeping her eyes open here for us tonight. Thank you very much. Number 2, would you tell us who you really are and what you really do?
I'm Tony King, a hat check girl at the living room.
That makes you want to go there, doesn't it? And number 3, tell us who you are.
My name is Claire Nelson. I'm a vocalist, and I'm making my first recording this week for Epic Records.
Good luck to you. That's success. Well, that was fun, and they really fooled your panel.
You know what that other answer was? that other reason? I remember now. She was the one that said Mr. Palmer, and I should have known because he's the talent scout, isn't he? Mr. Palmer?
Well, he was one of the judges in the Miss Universe contest, and he's the only one I've gotten to know that...
She was playing that one real safe.
You should have given me the answer.
Well, you played it safe all the way down the line, challengers, because you have fooled the entire panel, and therefore there is a total of $1,000 from Geritol for you lovely ladies to divide among you. Thank you very much. Much success to you all. Hope you enjoyed your visit. Good night. All right, may we have our 3rd team of challengers, please?
What is your name, please?
My name is John Hall.
What is your name, please?
My name is John Hall.
What is your name, please?
My name is John Hall.
All right, panel, there we have our 3rd team of challengers. Will you please follow along with your copy of this affidavit as I read it aloud? I, John Hall, a native of Ohio, have spent the past 4 years tracking big game in Africa. I have to my credit 30 elephants, 50 buffalo, and scores of lions, leopards, and rhinos. After a hitch in the United States Navy, I attended the University of Toledo and majored in business administration, which in no way prepared me for my present occupation as African safari guide and professional hunter. I swear that the above statement is the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth. Signed, John Hall. Now we'll start our cross-examination in this round, and just 3 people all claim to be John Hall, the African hunting guide. So again, will you question until you hear the signal? And let's begin this questioning round with Kitty Carlisle. Kitty?
Number 3, can you say anything in the language of the African natives?
Oh, Mimi Najua Swahili.
And what does that mean?
I speak Swahili.
Oh. Number 2, what is a Kikuyu?
Kikuyu is a tribe of Africans, Kenyan tribe.
Number 1, do you object to women on safari?
Not if they pay the bill.
What gives you the most trouble, the women or the big game?
I better not answer that. My employer might be listening.
Number 3, what sort of boar gun do you use for big game?
450, number 2.
High guard.
Number 2, if you were hunting redheads, mallards, or teal, well, what would you be hunting?
Duck.
Also, number 2, what animal would you say runs fastest? The rhino, the buffalo, the lion, or the elephant?
Between those animals?
Between those animals.
I think the buffalo.
The buffalo. Number 3, who is Osa Johnson?
An explorer. Oh, excuse me.
Oh, I'm sorry.
That's the same answer I would have given.
Number 1, what is the blade? And I don't mean as a weapon. I mean in relation to the Ohio city that you come from.
That's the newspaper.
Mary Healy.
In Ohio, what are the restaurants that are named after an animal?
In all of Ohio, ma'am?
Yes, number 1.
Oh, that's too many restaurants in Ohio. I haven't
Well,
been
there's
back
one in
there for 8
particular.
years.
Number 2, do you know?
I'm afraid I must make the same answer.
Number 3, would you take a
Great
guess?
restaurants in Ohio.
All right. Well, we traveled in Ohio one time for a long time, and we always ran into the same restaurants. They were called the Purple Cow. At any rate, my husband recently sat in, Peter Lynn-Hayes just sat in for Arthur Godfrey, who went on a safari. You weren't by any chance one of the guys, number 1, were you?
No, ma'am. He was with another organization.
Can an African elephant be trained?
No.
Ralph?
Number 3, what's the population of Africa?
I haven't the faintest.
Number 1, you know.
I couldn't guess that either.
Number 2,
Well, I'd have to guess.
what would you guess?
Yeah, I think it's about 180 million.
Number 2, if you were going to cross Africa by boat and portage, about the center of Africa, what 3 rivers, beginning about Luanda, would you navigate?
I'd certainly use the Congo on the western side. It's about the only possibility. To Elizabethville. Well, it's kind of a long portage, but I suppose if long portages are allowed, I'd go up to the Apollo and go down.
This is only a half-hour show, so we have to move on, I'm afraid. Kitty?
What tribe do the Mau Maus belong to, number 3?
Kikuyu.
Where is Nairobi, number 1?
Nairobi is the capital of Kenya in East Africa.
Can you tell me the man who is now the head of Ghana, number 2?
Of Ghana?
Of Ghana.
Kwame Nkrumah.
Number 3, what do you prefer to hunt if you have your choice?
Elephant.
Elephant? Why is that?
I find it the most exciting.
Uh-huh.
Also find it the most easy to find. That's all the time we have. It's time now to vote. So will you please mark your ballots, panel, once again without consultation. And in so doing, select number 1, number 2, or number 3. Ballots all marked. Mary, for whom did you vote this time?
I voted for number 2.
What was your reason, Mary?
Well, my reason wasn't very good, excepting that he knew the name of that man who ran, what was that place you said? Guana. Guana. I don't know very much about Africa. Ghana. Ghana.
Ralph Bellamy.
Number 2.
Why, Ralph?
Well, I don't know. It was really a toss-up between 2 and 3, so far as I was concerned. But number 2 almost answered the river question, but it's a tough one.
Never did get across. We left him in darkest Africa.
He's still on Port Hall.
Kitty, your vote was for?
Number 2. Oh, dear. He's the one I want to go on safari with.
You leave right after the show. Hi.
Well, I also voted for number 2. I thought he had the cold blue eyes of a hunter, and he seemed to answer all the questions pretty rapidly.
All right, now, here we are. Everybody anxious to see whether they were as right this time as they were wrong last time. So our votes are in. Are yours? Okay, then let's find out right now which one of these gentlemen is the real guide and big game hunter in Africa. Will the real John Hall please stand up? Well, I must say, Mr. Hall, he's so pale, and he doesn't have those steely blue eyes, and you don't want to go on portage with him. Thank you very much. Sir. Number one, tell us who you really are and what you do.
My name is Ezra Bowen, and I'm the boating, skiing, and outdoor editor for Sports Illustrated magazine.
And you who garnered all the votes, I'm going to say boats, and still in the river over there, tell us who you really are and what you do.
My name is Blair Fuller. I'm the author of a recent novel, A Far Place, and a teacher of English at Barnard College.
Well, that's all the time we have. And we see that for the second time tonight, we've fooled our entire panel. There's $1,000 in Jarrett Hall for you gentlemen to divide. Good night to you all, and the best of good luck to you. Well, I'm afraid, panel, that's all we have time for tonight, except to say good night. Good night, panel.
Good night. Good night, Bud.
And remember what I told you about Jarrett Hall, a high-potency tonic that helps you feel stronger fast. Right now, this is Bud Collier saying good night and reminding you to tell the truth. Good night, everybody.
Invitation for To Tell the Truth is arranged by American Airlines. Guests of Florence and New York aboard American's famous luxury flight with EC7 Mercury. So Tell the Truth is a Mark Goodson, Bill Todman production. In association with the CBS Television Network.